my name is Hadassah. I'm a rising junior at Ramaz, and for my last milestone, I completed my project of a wind lamp that pretty much uses a turbine to power LEDs, and I'm going to show you a demo in which, after it's charged, I can turn it on, and it gives me a lamp. And as you can see, I added a couple of modifications to my lamp. One of them, the first one that I added, was I introduced a lithium-ion battery to the circuit. That way it wouldn't just turn the LEDs on when the wind turbine spun. Instead, it would charge up the battery, and then when there was no power source, it would be able to provide the LED light. So the next modification I had was I added solar panels in addition to the wind turbine. That way, whether it was sunny out without wind or whether it was cloudy and it had wind, I would be able to charge my LEDs and my battery. So these are the solar panels here, and they connect to the input, and there's 3 of them, and they're all 3 volts and 70 amps. And so they're in parallel, as well as the wind turbine is in parallel with them. Therefore, they won't fry the charger that I have for the lithium-ion battery, but at the same time, they'll charge it much quicker because the amps will increase. Speaking of the charger battery, I had to introduce multiple circuits to allow the battery to be included in this whole circuit. One of them was a shield so that it wouldn't damage the battery if there was an undervoltage or an overvoltage or a lot of current or a little bit of current. Additionally to that, I had to change the AC current coming from the wind turbine to DC to allow it to charge properly. I actually have 2 more modifications. One of them is, in addition to the LED output, I added an input of a MIDI boost, and what that does is it boosts the 3.7 volts that are coming out of the battery to 5 volts, so I can charge any 5-volt device, which is mostly iPhones and other devices of that sort. It has a USB female attachment to it so that it could charge through any normal charger. The last modification I have is when I turn on the LEDs, I added a potentiometer, which is pretty much a variable resistor. It can change the resistance, so I can brighten and dim my LEDs without turning off the switch. And those are all my modifications to my LEDs.